Know yourself and know your enemy. In 100 battles, you will never be in peril. This is the Wilmington Standard Daily Update for Monday, April 20th, 2026. Sun Tzu's teaching from The Art of War, written over 2,000 years ago, declares that before every war, two things must be in place: a thorough knowledge of ourselves and a thorough knowledge of our enemy. The enemy part we have down. Iran is an evil regime who has no problem killing thousands of its own people who rise in protest, who sponsors terrorist attacks that rape and torture women and children, and who believe they alone control the fate of the Middle East. Their economy has collapsed. They have very little effective infrastructure in place. Their navy is at the bottom of the sea, and their airplanes lie in ruins on decimated airfields. Yet they still rattle their sabers, abuse and debase political prisoners, and shoot at ships, all the while declaring they have the moral right to develop and own nuclear weapons. This is Iran. This is the enemy. The question then remains, who are we? We used to be a nation of strength and resiliency. We used to be a nation that tolerated quite a lot, but we drew the line when women and children were involved in horrendous crimes committed by men. We used to be a nation that was willing to endure short-term hardship in order to gain long-lasting benefit. We were a nation that stood up to evil, birthed in a revolution against the Imperium of England, tried by fire and civil war to end slavery, and culminating in world dominance by sacrificing thousands of our own young men on foreign shores to stop the evilness of Hitler, Mussolini, and others. We used to build great things, do even greater deeds, and let nothing stop us. The 20th century was rightly called the American century because we displayed to the world and to ourselves just how transformative a nation driven by freedom and trusting in God can be. But now we wail and fret our hands at $4 a gallon gas prices, still a dollar less than under Biden, because President Trump is finally confronting Iran. We hold seminars on the morality of war and stop our ears to the voices of the suffering Iranian people who long to be free under a different regime. We have indeed removed any kind of moral standard from our lives in a headlong dash away from God, so we have become a nation that is entirely blind to the immoral and evil regime of Iran, who think they have a God-given right to own and threaten the world with nuclear weapons. Our enemy knows who they are, and they are not ashamed of it. Their moral rot is at the core of everything they do. But who are we? For the Wilmington Standard, I'm Rule Sample. Thanks for listening.